Hello, viewers of YouTube. Thank you. Today I'll be live streaming. I guess that's obvious. Close-up cam. If you want a close-up shot, go to Instagram Revision Gallery. If you want a shot from this angle, go to the Skrauss Periscope. We got plenty of action and angles. And seeing it live is nothing like seeing the edited version, which is where we take out all the parts where I sing. I am he and you are me and we are three and we are all neighbors. Lucy in the sky, pie in the eye, fly in the... Okay, start over. Skrauss is a person in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood. He's in your neighborhood. A Skrauss is a person in your neighborhood. He's a person that you meet when you're walking down the street. He's a person that you meet each day. This is the Skrauss blowing snow. Oh, I'm sorry, I just put it on the close-up cam. Close-up cam, this is the Skrauss blowing snow. That's from my Linda Berry journal. Learn the Linda Berry journal technique by me. Pay me money at Revision Gallery. I guess Revision Gallery gets the money. Join the class. There's a free sample this Saturday at 6 p.m. We'll learn all kinds of techniques about how to work around inability to draw. Or I should say, when you draw and it doesn't turn out the way you want, we're going to figure out workarounds to make it something even less of what you want. But in being even less, it becomes unexpected. It burgeons with life. It explodes. It has the spark. I'll be teaching you all that. It's so easy. It's so easy. You'll be like, how come I didn't come up with this on my own and become a famous and get a genius grant like Linda Berry? And then have somebody like the Skrauss steal it from me. That's what you'll be like. And then you go and you'll enjoy your life and discover your soul with the power of comics. So, this is the painting we're working on today. I was just demonstrating it, showing it to some kids in Atlanta. I'm going to make an adjustment. Wow, that is tight. They seemed to respond. I didn't record the video though, so we don't have any record of it. There we go. Maybe this could even just be farther away. Is that alright? Can we do that? We got some palette mixture. It's hard not to be in the way of a camera when you got three of them going at once. Cave Dweller, I missed you so much. I wasn't here on Saturday. I was somewhere else. Doing things that don't matter a whole lot, but they get me money. So if you want me to do something that matters a whole lot and gets me money, join my class here at Revision Gallery. Saturday, free sample. Now then, I'm looking at this painting and it's almost done. I took a break from it because I was frightened. Oh, I'm sorry, wait a minute. I'm forgetting all my shticks. Thought that was my coffee falling over. We were here. Okay, let's do the closest can. We're here. Now I think we're about here. And when it gets to here, I'll have a commercial. When it gets to here, we'll be close to being done, and you'll be almost free to go. When it gets back to here, we'll be done, and you can go back to YouTube and watch your reruns of Gilligan's Island. This is something I like to call the I sip, you watch. Or you can join me. All it takes is a cup filled with anything. I fill mine with slurry scooped out of the gutters. Put in mason jars and fermented. This is my sketchbook. It's also my day planner. After I'm done planning my day, I draw in it. This is a comic strip I have called Exponential Growth. Okay, I'll put it in the close-up cam. Exponential Growth. This particular page is Mitch Horowitz. He writes books about the occult and magic, and he's a college professor, and he says on this particular interview I watched, the weirder I get, the more my academic reputation grows. That didn't work for me. The weirder I got, the more my academic reputation turned from no reputation to being full of myself. This is something that's the months with their Lakota names. For instance, the moon when cherries turn black is August. That's when I was born. This guy in underpants. This is a copy of a Dame Darcy drawing. She actually had the X-ray of the heart and the uterus. I don't remember what the context was, but I like that X-ray. Oh, and it's right next to a picture of Obama. I think that's appropriate. X-ray of a uterus next to the president. Oh yeah, you know that's what's going on. And when there's not shacking up going on in the Oval Office, there's shack handing going on with bills being shucked out of someone else's palm. Crisp bills. The $1,000 bill, which is no longer being minted, except for a professional graft. The mint mints the $1,000 bill and then just puts it in an envelope and mails it directly to all the corruption that are going to then transfer it to the hand of a politician in a shake. In a handshake. Like this. Let me demonstrate. This is a $1 million bill. In the handshake. The other hand comes in and they shake. Gone. Gone from one hand to the other hand. $1 million is always there. Oh man, I gotta get past this camera. I'm going to welcome Senora Guadalupe today. I mean, this is Senora Dulac, the Lady of the Mexican Lake. Mexican Lady of the Lake. We'll just invite her to the situation today. Glad she could be with us. Hopefully, she'll inspire us to be awesome. This, Senora Guadalupe. Technically, these are, the Catholic Church calls these apparitions of Mary. I call them goddesses. They are something other than apparitions of Mary. They are way better, way cooler. But that's just mythology speaking. I don't know if it's true or not. These are the heads, they're the witnesses. Oh, you're not here to listen to me ramble. You're here to see some serious art go happening. So let's make it go happening. We got the blue of Guadalupe over here at the night sky. I want to draw in some city here, but my phone happens to be using up all my source images. I mean, right, as a camera. I'm using it as a camera. Okay, I'm going to move these because it's not a good spot. Right there. Put them right over here. And, well, I forgot what that sentence was about. Today I'm going to work on this area. So this is night, this is day. The sidewalk is yellow because it's bright with daylight. So I'm going to somehow, and this is, I still have to figure out this police call box so that because it's her mantle, this side of her mantle, but on this side it's a police call box. But it's a police call box on both sides, but I want it to double. It's going to do double the work. And this is the part that was scaring me, that excuse me, I didn't put down my tarpaulin. Oh, hey, there's people here. Hey. Nobody's here right now, I guess, but thanks for joining us. This is the close-up cam. I should put a note there, close-up cam. It's nice to have a sharp knife. Except when you're showing off how sharp it is and then you cut yourself. That's not nice. Now you can't really read that, but there it is. Close-up cam. I should have written it backwards. Oh well. That's the nature of Instagram. It's a problematic device. Nobody on that thing. Okay. So, putting this in. I want you this. When I edit this video, all these slope spots will be gone. So we got this logo, we got some cars, we got a street, we got some buildings. I don't know. We got this guy. Yeah, this looks like a light pole. So that should be municipal yellow. Let's start with that, because I know what it is, I know what to do. I can check it off the list. Know what I'm saying? Today is the first day in the broadcast where I have professional grade audio. I feel like I could just speak to you in a normal speaking voice, and I don't need to project. I don't need to project, because I can see when I project, all the bars go all the way to the end. But when I talk in a normal voice, it's still being picked up. I love it. It's a machine that I'm using. That's beside the point. That's neither here nor there. I'm just distracting myself because I'm trying to avoid work. This is going to be subdued yellow. The opposite of yellow is purple. So to subdue it, but it's an orangey yellow, so I might be able to get away with subduing it with green. I think that'll actually work really well. You can use chromium oxide green because it's the dullest of all greens and it's very powerful. A little goes a long way. Absolutely opaque. Okay, and I want a little of this to go a long way because I don't want it to turn green because I'm mixing it with yellow, not a... Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm mixing it with yellow, not neither orange nor red. So, here we go. Oh, that's nice. The transparency of the azo yellow is showing the blue underneath this object. I was listening to my pal Jason Horsley today on his show The Liminalist, and he was talking about Jordan Peterson. He doesn't like Jordan Peterson. I don't know why. I think Peterson is one of the greatest voices alive today. However, I am suspicious that as soon as he finishes his book, 12 Rules for Life, he himself suddenly goes viral. I mean, how did he just happen to have a book ready to come out? Like, so it's not just ready to come out. It's like goes through the whole process of coming out, and then just as he goes viral, the book is published. I just think that's convenient. I mean, it's not impossible. Street lamp. Looking at this thing again. I just don't know what color to make it. I feel like those lines are enough, but they're too much. I should add green. I'm adding magic sauce to the azo yellow, which is already transparent, because I don't know where to stand. Because I don't want too much yellow. I want this to be green. Unfortunately, because of the orangey yellowness of it, I won't be able to tell if it's green until I come back and look at it tomorrow. If you ever have a chance to speak to a room full of children through Zoom, I recommend that you do it. Oh, I'm sort of close-up cam, like not on task here. Children are great. It's so much great energy with children. Even though they were in Atlanta and I was in America, and they were so far away, and I was giving these instructions and we were doing these exercises, the energy was great. I just wish I could have been there. It would have crackled. That's better. Maybe I can even do some of this. Ooh la la. Now I'm adding straight chromium oxide green as a line along the night separating day edge. Might add some here too. Bring it up to this. So that it's very green at the bottom. Doesn't need to be, I guess, but add some there. Guadalupe is standing on the moon. And it's a black moon, I found out. So I have to change it to black. I'm going to use a transparent black. Because I don't want it to be totally black. Right now it only reads as a banana because it's yellow. If I would turn it sideways, then it would read like the moon, but only because it's yellow and a sideways banana. If I paint it black, I don't think anybody will know what it is, unless they know the Guadalupe, which everybody should. Not mentioning any names. Viewer. Do I have any viewers? None so far. Well, there's one concurrent viewer. I don't know what that means. Concurrent. Here we go. Hi. Ask me anything, or make a request. Enter. I'm going to chat. Remember, guard your privacy, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a rip? I don't care about my privacy. My privacy isn't worth the airwaves it's broadcast on. Airwaves, you might know, don't exist. This, I mean, how many airwaves can you put in a bucket? The number is infinite because, as I said, they don't exist. Hello, I'm the Skrauss. I'm a professional blatherer. A blatherer that slathers lather on top of a painting. That's my game. Oh, I forgot to wash this brush. Darn. Okay, so here's the moon. Was yellow, now it's black. close-up cam. Painting, one of the things that the kids wanted to know about was, and actually the professor wanted to get them to understand, is that when you make a mistake and you paint over something, don't obliterate it. Don't use your eraser to forget. Use it to draw. So that's what I'm doing here with this erasure of the color yellow. I'm erasing the color yellow and turning it into a much darker form of yellow. I'm not sure what's going on here because the original drawing is not quite right. So this comes out, goes under here. So that means this is yellow. There's a kid holding up the Guadalupe. And I don't understand that. And I don't know, I suppose that's part of the original painting on Juan Diego's shirt, but this is a replica of the shirt. So there he is underneath it. Oh wait, her moon is yellow, but the bottom is black. Always learning something. I am always in the stage of learning something. Someday I hope to be in the stage of knowing something. But right now I am only in the stage of learning. And I fear it's going to last forever. I'll never stop learning because I'll never know anything. It's a shame. Crying shame. I slaughtered chickens once as a kid. And that phrase, crying shame, reminds me of it. That's what the woman who lived on the farm said when we slashed open this chicken's guts and pulled out ovaries full eggs. It was great. There was one that actually had a hard shell, another one with a slightly softer shell, a third one with no shell, and then a bunch of smaller ones after that, all the way down to... It's like they're constantly pumping out eggs in a... in like a factory. They're in different stages of growth. They tried to pick the chickens that didn't lay lots of eggs because they wanted to make money on the eggs and on the chicken. So the crying shame was when they killed the chicken that was a good egg layer. It's a crying shame. Nobody cried though. I'm just putzing around. Okay, so the yellow, I'm going to let that sit for a bit. I'm not sure what these lines are. This white down here, I'm not sure what that's going to be or what that's for. Over here we have it too. I'm not sure what that is. Is that her rope coming out? Could be. Because I don't know, let's focus on the daylight corner. I went over this with some white, and I want to keep it. I want to keep what's underneath the white, but so now if I paint on it again, it'll obliterate it slightly. But that's what you go with. I'm going to use yellow ochre. Earth tones. Earth tones. The most gratifying thing with talking to the kids today was when I pulled the painting up close to the camera and wanted to show them about the subject of painting over things and the layers underneath. And they were like, whoa, cool. I suppose they were watching on a screen, and so when the painting's far away, literally the screen far away at the head of the class, and then my painting is like just this small part in it, like you're seeing here, to concurrent viewers. They couldn't make it out, but when I brought it right up to the freaking camera, then they could make it out. Oh yeah, then it was worth watching. Let me tell you. Okay, let's try. It's too light. I mean, it's too bright. I'm going to subdue that with some more magic sauce. Yeah. All right. Anybody here at revision? No. Okay. Now then. How's that? Oh yeah, there it is. That's better. See, I don't want it to be obscured. I just want it to be there. I want it to. I have to cover the white. I don't want the back to be white. I want it to be the color of the concrete. And the white is just the substrate for the new color in all these different spots. And in this spot, it happens to be sidewalk. What I should do is shove a bunch more people in there. How am I going to do that? I'll tell you how I'm going to do that. When you don't know how to copy people, when you don't know how to draw people, copy Wally Wood. This is Wally Wood doing the Mighty Isis. Wow, Wally Wood. Dang. Good old Wally Wood. He's down to this. Alright, so I'm gonna go for that girl in the 70s era skirt and sweater. Her magic word is Mighty Isis, and then she turns into Isis. This was like the girl counterpart of Captain Marvel when DC had a TV show, Captain Marvel. Mighty Isis. I don't know why they didn't do Ms. Marvel. Wait, no. Is it Ms. Marvel? Marvel Girl. I think it's Marvel Girl. Okay. Ms. Marvel would be Marvel Comics. Let's see what we got here. She should go right about here. The leg behind the thing, let's do her hair. She has a kind of a she can be nondescript because she's just a background figure. Not bad. Okay, this skirt is kind of a weird plaid, so I'm going to paint that weird plaid on here. The great thing about stripes, and they should be taken advantage of, they didn't do that in this drawing. You'll see in the drawing the stripes are relatively flat. They don't follow the contours of the skirt. I tried to bring that out here. Now, I need another person in the back. Let's draw this guy with the tie. The guy with the tie. Actually, he looks a lot like the guy that's there now. I wonder if there's a No. Alright. So we'll draw him over here. Okay, it's coming in, it's coming in. Need another guy in the background. That guy seems really short, doesn't he? That's alright, I'm leaving it. I'm leaving him short. I'm leaving him as a short guy. He's just gonna have to live. Some guys just have to live as short guys. Oh, here's a good one. I'm gonna draw this round guy. Nobody but the president runs the show. Okay, maybe I'll even have him saying that. No, probably not. Round guy. Give me the chance to give him a Hawaiian shirt too. Hawaiian shirts are fun to draw. Give him a phone. If I was trying to make a statement, I would give everybody a phone in this painting. Everybody a phone. 2 concurrent views, thank you. Unable to chat. Please try again later. What? I don't know why. Okay, well, I don't know what that means. Alright. I am a novice to... Oh, I better give him his head. Yeah. See, this is what the painting needed. It needed more bodies in the background, but I was just too avoidant to do it. Avoidant. I went to the VA and I said, "You guys better give me some help, you jerks, because I worked here 4 years into the psych ward and didn't get jack out of it." Speaking of outpatient mental health. This is, like seeing a shrink. I'm like, oh, well, let's see if we can do something. So I took some tests, and first of all, they downgraded and took away my ADD diagnosis. they just said, you have all the symptoms of ADD, but you don't have ADD. It's not very helpful. Then, I mean, I wasn't taking meds anyway, so it doesn't matter. Then they said, I took this test for, there's so many psychological tests. And this particular one, the result told me that my personality was depressant, expressed through avoidance and dependence. So it's like I'm going in a circle, chasing my tail all the time. Anyway, this is an example of me avoiding. So avoiding drawing people up here. Okay, so we got the big round guy. He's in here. Give him some legs. There we go. 3 people on the sidewalk, all facing forward. That's not the effect I want. The effect I want is people just walking down the street. This Isaac book is, I recommend it if you love comics, because this is issue 1 of The Mighty Isis. It's got great backgrounds. Ah, look at this. I gotta put that picture of that guy dancing, air guitaring. Oh yeah, here we go. I might just make it normal. Okay, wait, let's put this big face in here. Big old face. At the bottom of the screen. Alright, that's pretty good. So, breaks up the space nicely. Still need more people. Ah, here it is. Starsky and Hutch. Let's put them in. Alright, there's a guy with his back to us. Another guy. There we go. Looks like a family snapshot. I wanted it not to look like a family snapshot, but I don't mind it being a family snapshot, exactly. Not so bad. Hey, we're at that time of year again where I get to take a break and talk some more and be charming in an entertaining and money-making manner. This episode of Image for Hire live at the Skrauss at Revision Gallery is brought to you by some slop I scraped out of the street and put in this green mug. And hang on. And by this batch of gym water. Yes, water I harvested from the thing filtration refill situation at the gym. The towels and socks of 40 jocks were squeezed out for this. Harvested from bodily effort. Get yours today. Just go to imageforhire.com/the Skrauss, promo code I drink sweat, and order your bottle today. Get 40% off. So I'm done harvesting Isis. Now let's look at this issue of Lois Lane. Superman's girlfriend. Alright, here's Lois Lane with her back to us. Her back and her bottom to us. That's Wonder Woman in sexy action pose. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking for something that is more... I mean, look at this. This guy was getting fresh with Lois Lane, and she just threw him out of the boat. Like, he's way high in the sky. She threw him literally up over the boat. Charles Atlas? Should I put him in there? No, I guess. Well, here's some good ones. These are some mod women. Lois Lane and Melba. Lois Lane, Melba. Melba was a character that was in Lois Lane for a while. Bring this back out. The idea is I'm just using up this space. Draw them small up here. Melba has her neck like this, and her holding a cup of coffee. Talking to Lois Lane, who's over here with her head to the side. pose 3, holding purse strap. Oh, this is really interesting. She's got it. Okay, good. Now I know where those are. I'll fill them in later. I think that's all right. I kind of like to have more in there, but I just don't have the sources, which means I'll have to make it up. Is that possible? I don't know. Let's find out. I'm just gonna make one up. I'm gonna wing it. I'm winging a guy right here. There it is. Now, with that done, now I can go back into the sidewalk and finish that off before my sidewalk color dries. Just call in, stop in the revision gallery, and let me know what you want to hear me talk about. Let me know what you want to see done. The world of art is stagnating because nobody knows what you want. We're all just busy doing our own thing. Maybe you just want NASCAR pictures. We'll never know unless you tell us. That doesn't guarantee me doing a NASCAR picture. It doesn't forbid it. So, we've got a leg, we got a... that's 2. This should be subdued with purple. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use my violet oxide. Cool. See what this does. Alright, I guess that's alright. That's nice. The violet oxide is darkening this, and it makes Montgomery Blanc stand out more. Hello, neighbor. I'm almost out of energy. This is my second hour of streaming, and you can see that I'm tired of speaking. I'm just weary. I'm a weary soul. You know what you really need to see? You need to come over to Revision Gallery and see my installation of mannequins. It's pretty cool. It's like a small mannequin forest. How's that coming out? Is that coming out all right? Do I mean to be like that? Does it look good? Does it look great? Does it look bad? Does it suck? Does it good? Be awesome? It is its own thing. It has a right to be. And I'm going to put this aside for now. Come here and eat these cookies that are tempting me. I started my Lenten fast, which means I only eat beef and beef products. And the remainder of the contents of my refrigerator, which I conveniently bought some milk to make yogurt with. Back to this. Padma Dorado in her living room. Montgomery Blanc in his office calling her. Wow. That looks interesting backwards. It's uncanny. Huh. Alright, the table, the floorboards. What the heck? This easel is not cooperative. Something wrong with Montgomery Blanc's hand there. I kind of like how this is all jagged. I want to do as little to that as possible. It was pretty great. I had the kids do several drawings of Batman, starting at 30 seconds and going down to 10 seconds, to show them how they can loosen up and let the drawing come alive and see the discoveries. And I said something that surprised me, but it's absolutely true. When you're drawing as fast as possible, a kind of panic sets in, and you add things to the drawing and leave things out of the drawing that are surprising. One kid drew Batman and his legs with like these little lumps of dough. It was really hilarious. Okay, got the shadow from the sunbeam. I like how these wheels are riding right on that line, right on the division between Padma Dorado's apartment and Montgomery Blanc's office. And remember, I didn't want to cover this up too much, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to do something because it's her wall, it's his office. I suppose his office starts right about here. I suppose just this whole wall could just suddenly be her office. I mean, his office. Let's see what we got. There's the trim around the window. Alright, that's it. I'm just kidding. That's not it. There's so much more to go. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I need some slurry. Whenever I'm feeling slow and low and unable to go, I just have a cup of slurry. Scooped out of any gutter near any running sewage system, or drainage system, I should say. Oh yeah. It tastes like several years old grounds brewed much earlier in the morning. That's what I'm talking about. Get yours today. Slurry Compound. Just go to imageforhire.com/slurry. Use promo code SkraussSpeaksYouListen and receive 35% off of your cup of slurry today. Each cup of slurry is mailed directly to you in a discreet test tube, wrapped in bubble wrap, wrapped in a paper bag, wrapped in another tube that says sexy. Let's see what we got here. I want this wall. Oh, something happened to our close-up cam. Close-up cam is done. Get over here. Okay, come closer. Periscope apparently is fighting the ability of giving me viewers. Well, total viewers. Okay. We're at 56 minutes. What am I doing here? Going back? Okay. Let's just broadcast. Let's just keep it broadcasty. I guess I have been on a lot longer than I thought. A lot of my time is spent just goofing around, being ridiculous. I mean, I ran out of time on Instagram. All right, well, we got a couple more minutes left here. Let's see if I can do something to Montgomery Blanc's office. I want to divide this from her apartment and yet tie it in. So I'm going to start by making it pink. But I'm going to use a different kind of pink. I'm going to use light portrait pink right out of the dang tube. Oh, one thing be sure to do if you ever have a talk with children on Skype, be sure to use hell, damn, and ass periodically. Like, pepper the conversation with that. It gets them giggling because they never hear anybody present to them with that. But be careful. Too much of it is disruptive. Alright, this is more coral than pink, I would say, but if I bring some of that over here, or maybe on this underside. No? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? You know? I don't know. This is not what I envisioned. I'm going to use it on the ceiling. I think it's a good ceiling color. Seal up that ceiling, Daddy-O. To do that, I'm going to break out the big guns, the brush I never use. When I first decided to become an artist, there was a character I knew named Steve Henry who was going through this workbook, a painting workbook, that would come up with these little exercises to do things like take 3 pieces of paper, arrange them like this, as if they were the corner of a room, and then paint that, and pay attention to how the light reflects one color off of the other color. I just thought, good God, there's no way in hell am I doing that. Steve Henry did it, though. He was very dedicated. And as a result, he became a much better painter. And then, as a result of that, he took all his paintings, threw them away, and gave up and became a shoemaker in Mezzamania and just played guitar and doesn't talk to anybody. That's the result of insane practice exercises. Nobody cares about that. Nobody wants to do that. I've been the Skrauss. We are here. We are done. The time is up. We're actually like this. Done. Kaput. Out of there. Whoop. Poop. So, I want to thank you for joining me today at Revision Gallery Live Instagram. And I want to say, from one Periscoper to a YouTuber, it's been great. It's been fun. It's been real great fun. And I hope to see you on Saturday. And if you can be here in person at 6 p.m., we'll have a live demonstration in our upper room. So, thank you. Love you, Daddy-O.